All right, still talking. We're back on the air, going over the schedule. Schedule came out today, Todd, at 7 o'clock. Man, what's your first thoughts when you saw that schedule?
Fairly competitive, Rob. I know people were saying when the teams were announced several months ago
Right.
that this schedule should be sufficiently easier than
Yeah,
last year's schedule.
it
I don't
should
really
be.
know if I hear it, but I'm looking at it. It doesn't really feel like it's easier. The only thing that I'm noticing is the fact that we are playing the AFC South.
Right.
I think that's the one variable that I could look at and say maybe makes the schedule feel a little bit easier.
Well, what make it easier to me is we playing 6 teams with new quarterbacks. Rookies are new quarterbacks.
Right.
So those games I think we should fare well in.
Yes. Historically, Steelers have done well playing against rookie second year quarterbacks. They tend to play pretty well.
Yeah, let's get into it. First game, what that? September the 10th, 49ers, 1 o'clock at home at the Aki, baby. Acrisure Stadium. Who you got, Todd?
What a way to kick off the season, man, against a team that was in the Final Four
Right.
last year.
Yeah.
Tough matchup, Rob, right out of the gate. A team that kind of mirrors the Steelers a bit as far as toughness and defense.
Right.
Quarterback for them to me is absolutely is the variable in this game.
Yeah.
I am going to pick the Steelers to lose a close one.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at the historical perspective of the Steelers tend to start off the season a little bit slow.
Yeah, yeah. That's the reason I picked us to lose this game. Even though we playing Trey Lance, I figure he gonna start the season out.
Okay.
And I still see him as a rookie too. But what kind of pushed me in that direction for us to lose that game is the weapons they have on offense. They have a plethora of weapons on offense, and their defense is outstanding. So I figure it's gonna be a close game, but I picked us to lose this one.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to Browns next week coming to the Aki. That's gonna be a night game, Monday night game, and you know how we play on Monday night, baby. Tomlin, huh?
Especially at home.
Especially at home. I got us winning that one.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more, and that is, as of right now, our only Monday Night Football appearance for the season.
Right. All right, let's move on, man. The vaunted Raiders. Why we keep playing the Raiders every year, man? I do not like playing the Raiders.
Yeah, even when we don't play the AFC West, we still end up playing them.
Yeah, they give us problems, and we're going out there.
Yeah, first time for the Steelers in Vegas.
Yeah. So hopefully they don't have weak legs. That's another place that'll give you weak legs. Not just Miami, but Vegas will give you some weak legs.
I have no doubt that it could.
But I got us winning.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I got us losing that one. I'm going to take the historical approach there when it comes to the Raiders. They have pretty much owned us over the years. And as bad an organization as they are, I'll never understand how it is that we played some of our worst games against the Raiders. Excuse me. Even last year, Rob, with all the hubbub about Franco Harrison, they still barely had to squeeze it out. So just to me, whenever we play the Raiders, that's my black cat game.
Yeah. That's that Al Davis hoodoo, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Al Davis hoodoo. But I still got us winning, man. Week 4, we going down to Houston. A lot of us from Dallas gonna be at that game. It's gonna be a fun game. Good. It's gonna still be. The weather's still gonna be nice. Should be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And we're gonna be inside anyway.
Thank goodness. you know me. I can't stand that Houston humidity, man.
Yeah. Well, it should be calming down by then.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, I got us winning that game. Playing a new quarterback, Young, right?
No, C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud. Oh, that's right, C.J. Stroud. I still got us winning that game.
Same here.
D'Amico Ryans, we didn't mention that he's not going to be at San Francisco, so it's going to be interesting to see how San Fran's defense deals with a new coach on the first game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Week 5. We got the old Ratbirds coming into town at the Aki. Black and blue, baby.
Lamar and his new revised crew.
Right. New crew, new offense. Right. We're going to see what they got.
New offensive coordinator, new shiny toys for Lamar to play with.
Yeah.
They are, they're trying to make a push.
And new money. You got us winning or losing that game?
I got us winning that one in a close one, Rob. And again, as I told you off air, I tend to go with the Steelers at home to win in these division games.
Yeah.
I expect them to find a way to win. It's those road games that worry me the most.
Yeah, I got us winning that close one, like always, probably by 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, week 6, we got the bye. I think we can win that one.
I hope so.
Yeah. Week 7, we going out to L.A. playing the Rams. Rams and gave everybody up, man.
They have. Huh? They really they shed a lot of talent this offseason.
Right. So with that being said, I got us winning that game. They don't have. Do they have any wide? Oh, they do got Cooper Kupp.
They do. He's still there. Yes.
They ain't got nobody else.
This Stafford, and I don't even know. I haven't heard anything about Matthew Stafford since he got hurt towards the end of the season. I haven't heard any updates on him. I'm sure he probably is okay, but
right,
been pretty hush hush there in La La Land.
I think after this year, he probably gonna retire. He got that ring.
Yes,
he might be good. Okay, week 8, man, this is a team that I was high on last year, especially towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
the Jaguars got them coming to the Aki. I got us losing that game in a close one.
Same here.
Yeah. Sunshine, he's on the come up.
No doubt.
And we got our own Sunshine. He need to come up.
Yeah. No doubt. You and I, we talked about numerical expectations for Pickett this year.
Yeah.
And he needs to hit those numbers for us to have a realistic, opportunity to get into the big dance.
Yeah. Week 9, we got the Titans coming in. Who gonna be the quarterback?
Well, Rob, my concern there is that's going to be a Thursday night game.
Right.
I'm kind of with the players. I'm really not excited about Thursday night football games. I think it's ridiculous that guys have got to turn around that quickly and play another game. So that's my number one concern is a short week. But yeah, it's either going to be Ryan Tannehill or it's going to be Will Levis.
Yeah, either way, I got us winning that game.
Yeah, I think that's going to be another, dirty, muck it up, heavy running game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see us, winning the possession battle.
Right.
Our time of possession and coming out with a win on that one.
Man, how they move on from Malik Willis so fast? I mean, 1 year.
Yeah, I understand, Rob. I mean, look, he's still on the roster. It's not like, they didn't cut him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's been kicked down the depth chart a little bit, but I mean, I'm sure he's going to get, his opportunity, especially in training camp and in preseason. But I just don't think he's not advanced enough yet, to be ready to be a starter in the NFL. He's got some physical gifts. Obviously, he's got a strong arm,
right?
But as you and I know, it takes both sides of the coin to be successful. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking maybe he's just not picking up, the quick reads and just processing the play really quickly. I think
right.
that's probably where he's fallen behind a little bit.
Yeah, they throwing everything at the quarterback position till they find one, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he
Yeah,
was a third round pick. If he was a first round pick, yeah, that would be a shock, them
right.
going with Levis. But he's a third round pick. A lot of teams have drafted a quarterback in the third round, and it hasn't worked out. So
Yeah,
he just might be another in a long line of QBs that just didn't pan out.
right. All right. Week 10, we got the Packers coming to the Aki. One good thing, you said Thursday night football. One good thing, we got 3 home games in a row around that Thursday night football game. So we don't have to go on the road before, come back and play the Thursday night game. And we don't have to go on the road after playing that Thursday night game.
That is definitely the positive out of that, Rob. I saw a statistic. That's the first time since 2019 that the Steelers have had 3 home games in a row.
Right. Well, we got to win all those games. I got us beating the Packers. I got us winning that game pretty handily.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay, next week we go out to is it still called Paul Brown Stadium? What's their stadium called?
No, man, it's called Paycor.
Paycor. Okay.
Yeah.
We go out to the Brown Stadium. I got us losing that game in Cleveland in a close one.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, nothing else to be said. Then the next week we travel out to Cincy. Now that's Paul Brown Stadium, right?
I think it's under a different name, Rob. I don't know if it's still called Paul Brown Stadium or not. I'm sure they got some fancy schmancy sponsor, just like every other team does.
Cincy is Paycor. Cleveland is Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Okay.
That's what it said on the internet.
All right.
I got us losing that game to the Bengals in Cincy.
Yes.
I got them beating us pretty handily in Cincy.
Yeah, that's not an unreasonable prediction there. I'm with you on that. If you told me we're going to split with the Bengals this year, I would be very happy with that.
Okay, we got the Cardinals coming in that next week to the Aki. Right. I got us winning that game against Mighty Mouse.
I don't know why, Rob, but that may be the most confident I am about a home game all season.
Why is that?
Just due to the lack of talent that Arizona has.
Well, now,
they drafted well,
right?
But they got a lot of holes.
Yeah, and I think a lot of players don't want to play with Mighty Mouse, man.
Yeah, he brings some attitude, that's for sure.
Is that what you call it?
Maybe just not the kind of attitude that most players want.
Right. All right, the next week we got the Patriots coming in to the Aki. The Cheatriots, I should say.
Thursday night football.
Right, that week before, we got to make sure we don't have nobody filming the Cardinals game. But us.
I hear you.
Yeah, I got us beating the Patriots in a close one, man.
I'm taking the historical perspective on this. Of course, again, I reserve the right to change my mind, but you know that we normally do not play well against the Patriots, so I see that trend continuing, right. And I think we're gonna lose a close one there.
Okay, the next week they said to be determined.
Correct. No date or time.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
So they might flex it.
Certainly possible. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know why you would flex it, but
yeah,
that's just me.
So we'll be playing another rookie quarterback. I got us winning that game.
I agree.
Okay, the next week I was kind of wavy on this game because usually when we get into December, we usually play well and we usually win a lot of games in December. And I got us going 2-2 in December. Usually we go 3-1 or 4-0 in December.
Yeah,
but I got us losing again.
I would agree with you. But lately, no, not so much.
But I got us losing to the Bengals the next week at home in a close one.
Okay.
What you got?
I'm going to go with us over the Bengals in a close
one. Okay. All right.
Again, I expect us to play well at home against our division opponents. It's the road that I'm concerned about. So
right. Now this next week, I was kind of wavering on. Week 17, we go out to Seattle to play the Seahawks. At first, I put a loss, and then I came back and changed it to a win.
Okay.
Usually when we travel cross country like that, we don't play well.
That is correct, which is why I have this game pegged as a loss.
You got it as a loss?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got to win. All right. Last game of the season, we got the Ravens in Baltimore, the vaunted Ratbirds at M&T Bank Stadium. Right there on that dirty water coast.
Hey,
who you got winning that game, Todd?
Don't forget the crabs.
Blue crabs. I love them.
Best thing that ever happened in Baltimore.
Yeah. Who you got winning that game, Todd?
I'm going with the Ravens.
Okay, I'm going with the Ravens with that one too. But I don't like losing going into the playoffs.
I understand.
So with that all being said, Todd, when we tally it up, let's see, you had 9-8. If you're 9-8, we're gonna miss the playoffs.
That is correct, but again, I'm going to speak up for myself. This is rendition number 1 of many. Between now, I told you you're supposed to say at the beginning of the show that this is like a mock.
Right.
And we're going to have multiple mocks between now and the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Now, we have got plenty of opportunity to change our mind between now and when the season starts.
Right. I got us going 11-6.
Of course you do.
What you mean, of course I do?
Because, Rob, you would never, ever have a negative feeling this early in advance of the season. No matter what transpired the previous season. You're always going to come out glowing like you normally do.
But this is the best I done felt going into a season in a long time. For at least 4 years.
I bet you were pretty positive going into the 2019 season.
Yeah.
I bet you were feeling pretty good until Big Ben got hurt.
Right. So the last few years, I've been positive, but I was okay, we can only go so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you had your fingers crossed and you had them behind your back and you had a shamrock in your pocket that you were rubbing.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody, that's our way too early schedule predictions, right, Todd?
Yes, definitely way too early.
We'll have some more coming up this year, probably before the season when stuff starts shaking out a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we'll have another show out for you guys on Tuesday.
Okay.
And we'll do something fun, figure out something fun to do, Todd.
Sounds good, man. We're getting ready to hit the dead part of the season, so we gotta come up with something creative.
Right. As long as we don't die, we all right.
For sure.
All right, Todd, we're gonna let the people go. Hey, everybody out there, if you like what you hear, hit the like button, hit that subscribe, and tune in every show. We'll give you something we like. If you want to hit us up, email us any show ideas, any podcasters out there want to get on, hey, let us know.
Sounds good.
All right, without further ado, we're going to get them out of here, Todd. Here we go, Steelers.
Here we go.
Who?